Should we wait for the car to go past? Okay. Right, I'm going to try and come back a bit further because I think I'm a bit too close. I'm going to have to put the brake on the wheelchair. I keep scootling all over the place. Okay, so When Darkness Calls. This is, oh, what's that? And the brackets, Songs of Bitter Reality, Ain't That the Truth? It's by Paul Murphy, which would be this guy here, only a younger version of him. There's the rear cover, and there's the spine of it. And on the inside, what do you think will happen if I do it? Goodness me, that's otherwise going to turn onto a title page. Oh, yes, In Your City, that song goes on forever and a day. So, it's... these are all new, so so the page is a little bit pristine. Oh, goodness me. I haven't looked at this one in a while. So that's what's in it. Okay, so this is what's in here. Apologize, croaking. And way back when I started, which was then, I was, I guess, known for writing what at the time was euphemistically known as protest material. I never thought it was protest material because, I mean, most songs are a protest song one way or the other, you know, unless they're an out-and-out love song, you know, kind of thing. But you could say that's a protest against not being in love if you really wish to be a curmudgeon. You know, you know, if there's two sides to every story, you know, then if you're writing from one of them, you're protesting against the other one that other people believe in at a certain point. So they're more social commentaries. I always thought of myself more as a singing journalist, you know. So what have we got in here? I wish I'd kept it open on that page now. So it starts in '82 when I started. I don't know when it goes up to. But these are harder edge material. I'll just say it's available on Amazon. And that's the title, and all the royalties go not to me but to my amazing children, and you get a 20-page sample free there. I don't know why I have about 5 fingers out. So if you wanted to, you could just zip off now and go and have a look and have a listen to me rabbiting on here. But it is for 18 plus only, maybe 21 plus only, I don't know, you know. At 65, you have no idea what the next 2 generations back, you know, think is. You know. So there's so many times before. Well, that's from '83. No, it was written from '82. So I was still homeless in '80 to '82. And at the end of '82, I'd found somewhere to live in a squat in Chard, and then '83 I moved away from there. But that was about 2 young runaways, 2 female runaways that were living in a squat that I stayed at in London. She's cried a million tears. I need to hold this up because I should be advertising this, not my chin. She's cried a million tears, 86, that's about domestic abuse, and it's harsh. In the Shadow of St. Paul, that's religious exploitation. It's not an anti-religion song, it's an anti-exploitation song. So if you've got an Irish surname, you know, Sinead O'Connor would have done that song perfectly. Eye of the Needle is about, well, think of it, needles. Bitter Realities, that's, well, I guess that's one of my most popular songs over the decades. Candle, yeah, 1982 I wrote that, October 1982. Tale about a man having his children taken away from him. Little did I know. Huh? The World Outside Your Window. That's that came from Live Aid, you know. And the idea of the song is you can look out that window and you can raise money there. But how many windows have you got in your house? You know, and if you look out at anyone. So it was what you would see if you look out at any window. So, you know, dark alley, young girl running down it late at night, you know. Footsteps behind her out of that window, screams from the house next door out that window, that kind of stuff, you know. High rise, that's, well, I don't think I still have high rises to the extent they did have when I was growing up, but, you know, they were not good places, you know, you'd have to walk past you know, everyone to get up the sitting targets for the people, you know, in the raincoats and with the 4x2 wood at the bottom of them. You want to go upstairs, there's a toll to pay, you know. Trolls don't just live under bridges. So, etc., etc., etc. And that's what it is. So if you're in the mood for some social commentary, some hard-hitting lyrics, that's what's in there. And I would say, you know, because if you don't know my material, because my material is mainly narrative, so they're all stories, you know, so you don't get very many of my songs with my throat's starting to die on me, I do apologise. You don't get too many of my songs with choruses where you go back and sing it again, you know. So it's this here, and it's like reading, and well, as I say, you know, I'm a journalist in rhyme almost. So, When Darkness Calls, Songs of Bitter Reality is available on Amazon. Oh, forgot I'll put the brake on. Ran in circles there.